Another loss that women have sustained has been the loss of the extended family. And the moral coherence of much of the Sharia can only be understood when we recognize that it is presupposing a family model that to us may be extremely unfamiliar or alien. Because the building block of the traditional Muslim city or village or desert community was the extended family, and often it was very extended indeed. People would know the names of several hundred relations. And this gave people a sense of community, of identity, of belongingness. It also emphasized moral codes, because there was a sense of shame and bringing disgrace upon the entire family if any member of the family misbehaved. So it helped to keep people on the straight and narrow. And the extended family traditionally lived in a large, very large house. You can still see in one or two remnant corners of the city of Medina the traditional ahwash, the traditional big mansions in which virtually everybody, unless they were destitute, lived in the city of Medina until about 20 years ago. They are large, tall buildings constructed around a central courtyard, providing absolute privacy for the harem of the family. And in the evening, women would go up onto the roofs and communicate at that level. You see it sometimes in the city of Fez as well, still in Morocco. So the men socialise at street level and the women socialise up high. And the extended family provided women with what we would today describe as childcare facilities, so that a woman who wanted to go out or to travel, perhaps on Hajj or in search of knowledge, or because she was engaged in commerce, which is more common than we think in medieval Muslim societies, for women to be merchants. The Ottoman Empire, not particularly uncommon, for instance. Some of the greatest awqaf of Istanbul were founded by female merchants. That they could do this very easily because the extended family provided an ideal situation for the nurturing of children. Nowadays, the housewife who stays at home has an extremely difficult task in that she is between four walls looking after noisy, active children full time. And it's extremely difficult, and many of the pressures on modern marriage come precisely from that. One reason why women have sought to break the bounds of tradition and enter upon the feminist adventure has been because of their experience of the family as oppressive, a view that could only really come to fruition in a post-traditional nuclear family. But if you look at how things work in a very traditional household in Pakistan or Morocco, or those residually traditional parts of the Muslim world where people still do have large houses with courtyards and roofs, you'll see that life for the women is much less tense, because the children can run around within this large, satisfying space with people they know and can be trusted, and it's safe. And there are plenty of other women who can look after the kids if the woman wants to go out for a legitimate Shari'i purpose. That too has been lost. And this is another example of how modernization has actually very materially constrained the lives and the fulfillment of women. All of this needs to be borne in mind, because what we are defending is a social model that is, for most of us, out of sight. And the introduction of a Sharia template onto a modern Western landscape, whether populated by Muslims or not, that has been shaped by the atomizing of the family and the individualism of the West that has prevailed for 100 or 150 years, is inevitably going to produce imbalances and often injustices as well. The agenda of reintroducing the Sharia, insofar as it's feasible for our minority communities in the West, and also in the Muslim majority universe itself, has to be accompanied by a very profound reworking of the structure of society itself. The reintroduction of the extended family and the realization that the nuclear family has detonated. Now, one of the problems with modern Muslim reflection on gender is that it tends not to notice this. And this problem is compounded by a still more profound problem, which is that these